My name is Andre Newson. I've been fishing since childhood and been bass fishing now probably a little over 15 years, 16 years in bass fishing. I've fished some tournaments with friends and fished Earl George's where I really got busy fishing with Will Darmody. And over the period of years, I looked at different lures and come up with this action of the bait and continue to mess with it with components. And after throwing it several times and start catching a lot of fish with it, I carried my mother-in-law fishing once, and she don't know how to bass fish, but she stood on the bank and caught a couple of bass. Sparked my interest, and that really drove it home by me winning a couple of tournaments. And not only that, just fishing in general. I can catch 30, 40 fish with this lure. It's a great lure. Never seen that like it on the market for a swimming worm. Seen swimming baits, but never a swimming worm. And it's patented. It's a great product, and I know it's going to do somebody or one company. It's going to bless that organization, and I just like to be a part of that.
Well, Andre, talk about loading one of those worms up. Tell us what you're trying to do.
Well, just this new product we got is the swimming snake fishing lure. It's a certain way you put it on the hook, and it's a pad design worm and setup. It goes hand in hand with the hook and the worm. And how you rig it up is you'll take the worm itself, which I'm gonna show you. We do a whole different. Take the worm on the top of the head, special worm here, and take the hook, top of the head, run the worm all the way on top of the hook. Continue to run it down, as I'm doing now. Continue to do it and push the worm up. And then as we go, continue to push. Keep pushing. All right, once it's on the hook, it should look like a S shape. Once you get it all the way on the hook, you turn to slightly twist the worm just a little bit, not much. And kind of straighten your worm out. Your worm should look like this once you finish it. Now to test your worm, what you want to do is get in front of your boat. You just want to stick it down at the bottom to see if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And then this one seems to be doing just what we're asking it to do. So we're going to just run it by the boat, let anybody see it come by. You can see it from a distance, especially as we get closer to it. Here we go. We're coming. Now, here it is right here. You see it swimming like a live, something eating or something swimming like a real snake. And bass can't stand it. They see it swimming in the water and they just go knock it out of the water.
How did you actually come up with the action of the worm?
Well, again, by me just researching and looking at baits, throwing them in the water, and it took a period of probably 2 or 3 years to even come up with it, because I was looking at what can I make better for worms and fishing. So I came up, I put some components together and looked at it, saw it swim, and then I said, hey, can I find another component? I put these together, and I kept messing with it until I felt like I had it flawless, where I was catching a lot of fish. The line was not hanging up. Was able to put swivels and different components together to make it do what it does. But it has to have everything in one sync, from the swivel to the hook to the worm.
And the worm's got a little bit more density to it than a normal plastic worm.
Right, and it's a little bit more tighter to the hook, and that hook is a little different from any other hook that you would get off the market. So I played with all of it to get it to gel, and then had it patent. It's something to have in your tackle box. And I guess you could think about it like this: how many things you do have in your tackle box that you don't catch fish with? A lot of them. But this product does catch fish.
Well, I know one thing. Every time I've thrown it, other than the first time you showed it to me, I've caught fish.
Caught fish.
Because we may not have had the fish where we were fishing.
That's
a little
great.
bitty small settlement pond.
Yeah, right.
That's
right,
what it was.
Right. And I tell you, today I ain't never took a whooping so bad with my own product, but I took a whooping today from my great friend Jimmy.
Yeah, but we put you in the back of the boat. Tony and I had done fished the bank before we got you to it.
But it's been an unbelievable day, and we, like you said, we put over 30 bass in the boat. So.